Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing a bonus read for you guys, or as I am now going to start calling it, your mid-weekly read. I want to thank you guys for being such avid fans and really supporting my channel. I deeply appreciate that. And also for all you cross-watchers. So let's get started. I do want to go ahead and, as I usually do, remind everybody that this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone, so only take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Don't try to push yourself into a reading that is not designed for you, okay? All right, let's get started, guys. Remember, the energies can reverse or flip-flop, and that's not really unusual in a general reading. Spirit, can I have the energy of Cancer? Cancer. Okay. All right, Cancer, you are starting out with the Two of Pentacles reversed. We have the Emperor in reverse. And coming out together, we have the Ace of Swords reversed along with the Page of Swords. Okay, so I can see that you're definitely looking for some clarity here. You might be doing some low-key spying because you don't have clarity, or you maybe haven't been talking to somebody for a moment, and so you're kind of curious what's going on with this person. Why is this situation existing? For those of you that there is a spiritual connection, whether that be a soulmate connection, but also twin flame connections, I would have to say that the Divine Masculine would be the one that is not communicating at this point. So if you are the Divine Masculine, I'm seeing a lower energy level, a lower energetic level, a lower vibrational level for the Divine Masculine. If you're the Divine Feminine, you're sensing that within the Divine Masculine. There may be a sense of the situation here, whether it's a soulmate connection or not. There may be a sense of this situation being out of control, and that there's a desire to take control of the situation. I can see that there's also a desire for communication, but because the situation feels out of control, you might be kind of looking and checking to see if that's advisable, if that's actually even a good idea. You might be wondering if, you know, why this person's not communicating, why the situation feels out of control. With the Two of Pentacles, it's definitely causing an imbalance for you. And I can see that you're wanting balance in the situation. You're trying to figure out how to bring the situation under control, bring balance back into your life, and also to have communication and clarity on the situation. So, yeah. All right, let's see who you are connecting with here. Who's in your energy? Show me who's in Cancer's energy, please. I am feeling a little bit of a chaotic energy with this person. I'm hearing disjointed. I don't know why I'm hearing that particular word. It's not a word I would typically use. We have Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, and Justice in reverse. Okay, wow. So the person in your energy may have a choice between you and someone else. I can see that they're very focused on you, but there's also a focus on someone else for some of you. For others of you, though, they're very focused upon you, but they're trying to bring you into a third-party situation. And that's not cool, and they know that's not cool because they have Justice here in the reverse. So they know that that's not the right thing to do. If they have a choice between two people, between you and someone else, I feel like their heart is leading them towards you, but they may be feeling lustful towards another. So we'll have to clarify. And I do feel like it's different situations for different cancers. So some of you are in a situation where you're with a person who has a choice between two, and others this is going to represent, both of these cards will represent you and their focus on you. So we're going to have to take it in both of those directions. So for those of you that both of this is representing you, this is someone who nevertheless is still trying to put you in some kind of a third party. Now, when I say third party, it doesn't necessarily have to be another person. It could be that they are trying to put you in a third party. They could be like a workaholic. They may be putting other people or other things in front of you. So it could be that situation. It's not necessarily another person. And in that case, they are very attracted to you. They are extremely attracted to you, and they do have feelings for you. They have love for you. If they are putting other people or other things in front of you, they're realizing that this is not the correct way that they should be treating you. They know this. For those of you that this is two, they have a choice between two people. Their heart is telling them that they should be moving towards you, and I do feel that that's where their emotions lie, but there is a temptation that has to do with another person. And they do realize that this is not treating you correctly. Let's see the energy that's between the two of you. We have you could be involved with another water sign, which would be another Cancer like yourself, or a Pisces or a Scorpio. But we also have Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, as well as Libra. Let's see. The Devil. Yeah, there's toxic energy, but there's also a very, very strong connection. Now, in saying that, they're feeling the love within that strong connection, but it's leaving you feeling very unbalanced. Yeah, so the two of you are seeing the strong connection, but the two of you are perceiving that connection differently. And there's toxic energy between the two of you. What is affecting this connection? Some of you could be involved with a Capricorn, though. The Empress is also in reverse. Interesting. So the situation between the two of you feels out of control. It's not growing. It's not producing, although it could be. It could. There's a possibility for that to happen, but it's not, which is so frustrating. It's so frustrating to see what a relationship, whether it's any kind of relationship, among friends, among, family members, or especially in a love connection, to see what it could be, and then it's not at its full potential, is a very frustrating feeling. And I can see that you feel that frustration. They may be considering taking action with regard to that. Now, the other thing this tells me, that if you're in a soulmate connection, or especially a twin flame connection, I can see that you're both having issues with the vibrational energy being extremely low. For some of you, this could be a false twin flame as well. This could be a karmic connection versus being a twin flame. Let's see your outcome at the end of the week. Three of Swords reversed. Well, that's good. So that's healing from something that's been very painful. So if you're going to get that Three of Swords, you definitely want it in the reverse. At the bottom of the deck is the Three of Cups, and that's underlying energy. So like I said, for some, there's a third-party situation of some sort that's taking place, but I feel like for most of you, this is more or less the underlying energy is that you're filling your own cup at this point. You're moving towards feeling happier, trying to fill your own cup instead of counting on, you know, someone else to fill your cup. And that's a good thing. It can also indicate that there may be a reconciliation that is trying to come into play. So let's clarify and see what's taking place. Spirit, why is the Two of Pentacles in reverse? King of Swords in the reverse. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And the Five of Pentacles reversed. So there's been some conflict between the two of you. It was toxic in nature. And I do feel like either you became very angry with regard to this conflict or the other person. That conflict is over, but I feel like it's not over for you. Or possibly for them. It feels like more so for you. Somebody here is angry. And I feel like it's you, Cancer. So while the conflict itself is ended, there's residual feelings of anger or I'm hearing distaste. I don't know why distaste, but I'm hearing distaste. Why is the Emperor in reverse? All right, we have the Hangman in reverse, and we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so there's a lack of communication. If you are speaking to the person, there's things that are not being said. And after a very long time, you're looking at this differently. That might be why you're feeling upset or angry. It's taken you a while to get to this point, but you are looking at things differently. I don't feel like you've expressed this yet, but I do feel like you're looking at things very differently. And it's because of you might be dealing with somebody that's very controlling as well. Somebody who wants everything their way, and you may be realizing that. Some of you are actually going through a little bit of an ascension as well. And you're separating yourself from this person as you're doing so. But I feel like you're keeping some things to yourself. Some realizations that you've had, you're keeping to yourself. Let's see this bottom energy. Because I do feel like you would like to speak to this person. Some of you may not, though. Some of you may be over it. All right, we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Now, they have it in the upright. We have the Seven of Wands reversed and the Three of Cups in the reverse. So the situation that you're lacking clarity in has to do with a lack of action. You're unhappy in the situation, and it's making you feel powerless because you don't know what's taking place. You don't know what's going on. I feel as if, you know, this is making you feel powerless, especially the lack of action and or lack of communication. I do feel like those of you that this person is trying to place you in a third-party situation, you've stood your ground with regard to that. And that may have led to the lack of communication or lack of clarity. And some of you are thinking maybe that should not have been what you should have done. Although and that's an emotional response because you know that I'm falling over my words. I'm so sorry. I'm just getting things so quickly that it's hard to get them out. You realize that this is what you should have done, but there's that emotional aspect of you that is saying, well, maybe I shouldn't have because it's led to this. But I think that you know at the same time that it was the correct thing for you to do. It's just leaving you feeling a bit helpless here in the situation because either the lack of communication or the lack of clarity. So I do feel that a lot of you might be looking to see what's going on with this person. I don't think you're happy with what you are seeing. And I feel like in general, you're just not happy with this situation. You're definitely looking at this person and looking at the relationship very differently. I don't feel that you plan to take action on this for sure. Yeah, you're not going to fight for this connection. I feel as if you feel that this person needs to stand up, that you've done enough, and you're not happy with their lack of action. Let's look at their energy. Because I feel like this current energy for you, Cancer, you're kind of in a little bit of a rough place, which is why I'm seeing the Empress in reverse. So let's see, why is the Queen of Cups here? All right, we have the Ten of Wands. We have the Queen of Pentacles reversed and the Two of Cups reversed. So they have love for you, but there's problems within this connection. And the problems that they're seeing is if there is another person, there would have to be an ending here. So the ending is either with you or it would have to be an ending with someone else. And it's problematic. So while there's a lot of love, I do feel that you're not seeing eye to eye with this person. And they may be feeling as if you are not loyal to them or they have not been loyal to you, which would be that injustice. So they're either, and take it as it resonates. And I'm not saying it's true. I'm saying that could be their perspective. Everybody's going to have their way of seeing things. So if they could be saying here that the problem is that you are not loyal to them. You've broken it off. You won't have anything to do with them. Or it could be them, and that would be an injustice towards them. It could also be that they're realizing that the problem is that they have not been loyal to you, and that's why this ended. Regardless, it's a problem. And they know it's a problem, and it's weighing them down. It weighs on them heavily, in fact. They think about this a lot. Let's see why the Queen of Wands is here. So there's problems within that connection. And that is, that's weighing on them a lot. Why is the Queen of Wands here? We do have Earth sign energy here. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I see Gemini as well. So actually, just about every sign has been represented here. King of Cups in the reverse. Judgment in the reverse. All right, so if this is representing you and they have this strong passion for you, they may be considering taking action, but they feel that you're not going to give them a second chance. They feel that you will not give them a second chance, that you don't have feelings for them. That you don't see them as a partner. You don't see them as being the person that that would be suitable for a marriage or a love partner. So they're afraid that you're going to turn them down if they do take action towards you, that you're not going to give them a second chance. They may feel that you've judged them harshly. Now, for those of you that they have a choice between two, this person is basically saying they love you, but there's a lot of problems here. They know that this other person is not their equal as far as being their equal mate. And it might cause you to have nothing to do with them in the future. So they may be keeping this person hidden from you. If they have a choice between two, they may be keeping this person hidden from you because they realize that you'll have nothing to do with them. You'll make a judgment call to end things. So they may be keeping that person hidden. Yeah, you'll withdraw and never give them another chance. So why is justice here? So, and that might be why you're looking. You might be sensing something if that's the case. Why is justice in reverse? They may have turned to this person because you pulled back and made a stand, even though they knew that was wrong. Because I can see that they realize it's a poor judgment call. Page of Wands in the reverse. And the Three of Swords in the reverse. They do want to heal the connection, but they're holding back communication. So what they're wanting to do is reach out to you to heal the connection because they know they've behaved badly. But I feel like they're holding back. And they're holding back because they feel that they're going to be turned down. They feel that they're going to get bad news if they try to reach out to you. I'm telling you, they are feeling as if you're gonna slap them down. And I feel like they're insecure. They don't really know what your reaction's going to be. So it's almost like they're waiting to see some kind of a sign from you that you're open to that. It's a fear. Let's see why the Devil is here. All right, we have the Chariot. And we have the Nine of Swords reversed. Yeah, you're moving forward. I feel like you're just over this. You're over this toxic behavior. You don't want any conflict with this person, and you're just trying to move forward with your life. Like I said, you're filling your own cup, and you just want to be happy. You want to experience joy, and you don't want the toxic behavior. So I feel like you're moving forward. They're sensing this, and that's why they're hesitant. This breakup between the two of you plays on their mind quite a bit. And they're trying as well to get past this, but the problems are still there. So they may be acting like they don't care. They may be pretending basically that they don't care, but I think that they do. If they are in an existing connection, I do feel that they realize that they have to end that connection in order to be with you. And this is, they find it problematic to do that. It's difficult for them to do that. But I do believe that they are pretending not to care when they actually really do, because their focus is so heavily on you. Why is the Empress in reverse? We have the Sun in reverse, and we have the Seven of Cups reversed. Yeah, you're unhappy that things didn't grow between the two of you. You're still unsure why. I do think that you're beginning to get your own ideas about why. A lot of it having to do with lack of communication and just this situation feeling so out of control. And if you're in a divine connection, a spiritual connection, you may feel that it's because the masculine energy is holding back or possibly trying to be over controlling. They may be trying to control the situation by withholding their communication. So I do feel that you're unhappy about this not growing, and you're unhappy about the lack of clarity. I'm also seeing on their side that they may have been confused in the past about who you were to them, that they are not anymore. Nor are they confused about why the connection isn't growing. They fully understand why the connection's not growing. They're understanding that, you know, it's because of holding back, the holding back of their emotions, watching and not taking action, watching and not giving emotionally to the connection. They realize this. And I do think that they may be considering taking action, but I also think that they're very fearful, because they really fully believe that you're done with them, that you're not going to give them a second chance. Let's see why the Three of Swords is here. They're thoroughly convinced that this is not, you're not going to give them a second chance, that this is not going to grow because of that. Why is the Three of Swords in reverse? Yeah, Strength in reverse. That's fear. We have the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Four of Swords reversed. So they've been healing. During this period where they have not been communicating, they've been healing. This looks like communication. They are going to come forward with communication. It's done with fear, though, because they want to heal the connection, but there's fear wrapped up in it that you're going to reject them. I see you being actually very, how do I word this? I see you being very kind in your response, which I have to say I'm proud of you for that, because it takes a lot of courage for someone, regardless, even if you don't want this person back, it takes a lot of courage for someone to come forward and to give you reasons and rationale as to why things ended or what's going on, and to approach after there's been a period of no communication or a period where you're not seeing eye to eye and there's been conflict. So for somebody to come to you, that takes a lot of courage. And I'm telling you, this person is very fearful of your response. Even if they're acting like they don't care, they really do care. So they are going to come forward to try to heal this connection. And it's being done with a lot of fear. I see communication. The communication will be about healing the connection and healing a painful situation. And I do see you, although you're not happy with what you've seen, you're not happy with what you have observed or seen with this person. And I think you will communicate that. You'll also communicate that if there's any chance of that it has to be an equal give and take. And you might communicate that you're unhappy if they've been giving their attention to more than one situation or more than one person. So I think you're going to be very clear about your communication, but I see you being gracious. That's the word I'm looking for, is gracious in the way you respond to this person, which I have to say I'm proud of you for that. Oh my. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords. So you might be a little angry still. And this person could elicit more of that with their behavior. But I still see you being gracious. And in spite of that, I think you're really out of sorts with this person, or possibly they are out of sorts with you. I also need to mention that, again, I'm seeing a karmic connection for somebody. It could be a false twin flame or a karmic connection, and it's showing very strongly. So I would look at that. It might be something that you're just now realizing, if that is your situation. So if that's something that you have realized and there's something that has validated that for you, that this was in fact a karmic situation or a false twin flame, you're probably on target there. So it's something you would need to, do some soul searching on. And it's not for everyone, but that is for a few people out there. I can see it. All right. I'm going to pull an oracle card and we will wrap up your reading. Let's see if there's any further advice or information for you. All right. You have She Who Waits, Manera, patience, waiting, determination. So let's see what the book says with that. All right. It says, Manera, she who waits, sits in a bower of leaves and flowers. So long did she pause there, the very flora has made its home in her hair. Because she knew the value of waiting, the ethereal, glowing butterfly finally came to her. She made room for her dream by letting go of all else. What you want, you too can have. However, Manera will not give you the winged gift. The gift she offers is a lesson of patience. Your choice is before you now. Can you commit to the time it may take to get what you want? The message of this card is you may face challenges in going after the things you want above all others. If it were easy, the actual attainment would be diminished. Honor the path set in front of you. Be ready to stretch yourself because chasing this elusive desire will not be a walk in the park, more like a hike through exacting and arduous forest trails. This is not a test of physical ability, but about your level of determination. You can always say no, but keep in mind that you may not get this particular chance again. Stop and evaluate your commitment to your desire. All right, and a few questions you can ask yourself is, what can I set aside to make room for my dreams? What do I want the most? And the final question is, how long am I willing to wait? Yeah, very good. And I do know that a lot of you guys, it is that kind of waiting energy, and I can see you're frustrated with it. So hopefully this has been helpful. You know, some of you are done with the waiting. You're ready to move on. I can see that you are wanting to move on. You're wanting to move forward with your life. So, you know, those are very important questions for you at this particular juncture. And that's only something that you can answer. Hopefully this has been helpful though. And if this has resonated with you in any way, please like the video, and I hope you have already subscribed to the channel. Other than that, I'll see you in your regular weekly readings. Namaste.